everyone and a very warm welcome to Cricket Live on DD Sports. Today's match between India and Afghanistan. India already through to the finals because of its consecutive wins, and Afghanistan is already out of the race because of the two narrow defeats. We would say it's an ideal situation to keep the players give a day off who have the supreme touch, and more or less more to talk, more to chit-chat and to lot talked about. With me, Shikha, my co-anchor Cindy. Very warm welcome.
Thank you very much, and it's expected to be another fascinating contest between bat and ball, as Afghanistan, of course, they are out of this tournament, but they will look to make sure that they keep their fans happy, because they've been one of the most exciting teams. Remember, they qualified for the Super 4 stage as group toppers with the best net run rate. However, two very, very close and heartbreaking finishes have ensured they have been the first team to be out of this Asia Cup. Up against India, who have all their boxes ticked. What are we up against? Well, to sink their teeth in right away, Kiran More, Venkatesh Prasad, warm welcome back to the show. What are we looking at? India versus Afghanistan. A lot of people would be saying possibly it is a dead rubber, but you never know Afghanistan, because the sort of brand of cricket they've been playing for a while now, they would look to finish this their campaign on a high.
देखो, इंडियन टीम है जो जीतने की कोशिश करेगी डेफिनेटली. अब विनिंग जो होता है मोमेंटम वो रखना बहुत जरूरी होता है. उनके पास भी, इंडियन टीम के पास भी काफी नए चेहरे हैं जो उनको मौका मिल सकता है. आज खलील है, सिद्धार्थ कौल है, उनको आज मौका, बिल्कुल, और के राहुल, उनको भी मौका मिल सकता है. हमारे जो टॉप ऑर्डर बैट्समैन है, दो फास्ट बॉलर रेस्ट कर सकते हैं. वही सामने जो मिनोज है, जो अफगानिस्तान के लिए एक अच्छा फायदा है. वो भी कोशिश करेंगे एक दो प्लेयर को मौका देना, क्योंकि मैं मानता हूं एक प्रोसेस को. अभी क्वालिफाई नहीं हुए हैं तो उनके पास एक दो प्लेयर हो गए, उनके पास जो अच्छे थोड़े जो उभरते आ रहे हैं, उनको मौका दे सकते हैं वो लोग भी, क्योंकि काफी लोग ने क्रिकेट खेल ली है अफगानिस्तान ने. तो मैं चाहता हूं कि वो भी एक दो चेंजेस करें और नए चेहरे को मौका दे और टीम को आगे बढ़े. डेंजरस टीम है अफगानिस्तान. आप देखें जैसे वो मैचेस हारे, काफी क्लोज मार्जिन से मैच हारे. ऐसा नहीं, तो मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था अफगानिस्तान क्वालिफाई होगी एशिया कप के फाइनल्स में, ऐसा लग रहा था मुझे. बट दे हैव प्लेड आउटस्टैंडिंग क्रिकेट, हैट्स ऑफ टू देम वे दे हैव कम बैक. दे हैव प्लेड बेटर क्रिकेट देन एनी ऑफ द टीम्स, पाकिस्तान, श्रीलंका, बांग्लादेश. दे हैव really played a hard cricket and very competitive, and especially their batters has really come out well, उन्होंने बल्लेबाजी बहुत अच्छी की है. ऐसे नहीं कि 170 180 में ऑल आउट हो गए, 250 रन बनाए हर मैच में. तो आई थिंक मौका मिला है उनके बॉलर्स के, फास्ट बॉलर्स को, स्पिनर को, उनका क्लास दिखाने का.
जी बिल्कुल.
Just to continue from what Kiran said, I think these guys no doubt have played very well, Afghanistan team. But again, let me say that I think they've played against those teams which has not played to their potential, especially Pakistan or Bangladesh or Sri Lanka. They have played substandard cricket. So probably one of the reasons why they've been exciting actually in this tournament. Yes, they played hard. There's no doubt about it. They've taken rapid strides in international cricket, no doubt about it. But at the same time, I think the others have played substandard. So now, talking about Afghanistan playing against India, come on. I mean, there is absolutely no match to Indian team. The way they're playing, even if Indian team tries out a couple of other guys as well.
बिल्कुल. So मतलब सोच सकते हैं कि Afghanistan will try to close the tournament and go out on a positive winning note. But seldom does the crowd in Dubai, and for that matter, the viewers are watching the program, we are watching the matches, can actually hang back and relax and see a one-sided match, as it's an ongoing trend in Asia Cup as far as India is concerned.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होता है. देखो, आज जो नए लड़के खेलेंगे, कोई भी खेलेगा, एक तो बेस्ट पार्ट क्या है, एक अच्छी प्रैक्टिस है इंडियन टीम के लिए कि अफगानिस्तान के पास अच्छी गेंदबाज है, फास्ट बॉलर्स भी अच्छे हैं, स्पिनर्स सबसे बेहतरीन है. मुजीब और रशीद खान ने तो हलचल मचा दी है. नबी भी बहुत अच्छी गेंदबाजी करते हैं. तीनों बेस्ट स्पिनर्स. मैं कह सकता हूं रशीद खान इज टॉप राइट आर्म लेग स्पिनर इन द वर्ल्ड क्रिकेट एट द मोमेंट. व्हेन यू लुक एट हिम, ही इज बीन गोइंग एवरीवेयर एंड प्लेइंग क्रिकेट. सो ये एक टॉप के खिलाड़ी, उनके सामने खेलना बहुत जरूरी है इंडियन बल्लेबाज को. और आपको इंडियन टीम को अच्छी बल्लेबाजी करनी पड़ेगी. आज बॉलर्स उनके पास है, बट बल्लेबाजी अच्छी करनी पड़ेगी. यू कैनॉट टेक इट लाइटली अगेंस्ट दिस थ्री स्पिनर्स. दे कैन गो थ्रू द साइड्स है. रशीद खान 4-5 विकेट ले रहे हैं. मुजीब शुरुआत में वो ऐसे सक्सेसफुल बॉलर है वर्ल्ड क्रिकेट में. वो पहले 5 ओवर में विकेट ले ही रहे, वो पहले दूसरे तीसरे ओवर में विकेट ले रहे हैं. in international cricket. So there's a fantastic stats आप कह सकते हो, और they have a class. I think making into a top team in the world cricket. अच्छा लग रहा है कि वर्ल्ड क्रिकेट में कोई अच्छी टीम आ रही है. दिस टीम इज गोइंग टू गिव लॉट ऑफ सरप्राइज इन द वर्ल्ड कप टू लॉट ऑफ अदर टीम्स एज वेल, बिकॉज आज जैसे मैचेस जीती है उन्होंने, श्रीलंका के सामने जीती है, हॉलो मारा उनको, बांग्लादेश को भी हराया, दिल से हराया उन्होंने. तो आई थिंक ऐसा नहीं कि उन्होंने काफी करीबी आके मैच जीते, उन्होंने टाइट मैचेस में जो हार गए खुद भी, पर सामने जो मैचेस हराए उनको बहुत जबरदस्त हराया है.
Chalo, we'll touch upon Afghanistan again in just a bit, but of course more on the dual heartbreaks, one would say, in the Super 4 stage. But talking about selection, आज शायद भारतीय टीम मैनेजमेंट कप्तान के पास मौका है to rest a few players and give possibly a few guys on the bench a hit out. The common expectation would be possibly Shikhar Dhawan possibly could get a rest, and maybe KL Rahul does get a look in. A couple of pace bowlers like Khalil and Siddharth Kaul maybe, or Chahar, who knows, for Bumrah and Bhuvneshwar Kumar. What are your thoughts first, Kiran?
I think if I'm a captain or I'm a coach, I'll definitely rest two fast bowlers, Bumrah and Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Definitely दो जाएंगे. Khalil और सिद्धार्थ कौल को मैं खिला सकता हूँ टीम में, और आपके जो बैटिंग ऑर्डर में एक मैं चेंज कर सकता हूँ KL Rahul. I can play in anybody's place, you know. शिखर धवन भी है, रोहित शर्मा तो कप्तान है, so I don't think he'll rest, but शिखर धवन है, आप बीच में से कोई भी किसी को भी आराम दे सकते हो, और चाहिए तो MS धोनी रेस्ट कर सकते हैं, दिनेश कार्तिक विकेट कीपिंग कर सकते हैं, KL राहुल खेल सकते हैं.
Okay.
I slightly differ to what Kiran said.
Why you differ?
You know what?
Why you differ? But
Because it's a great opportunity for the Indian team management to try out on the other guys who are there on the bench. In that sense, you know, I would probably rest an Ambati Rayudu and Dinesh Karthik and bring in KL Rahul and Manish Pandey. No, let me finish.
Bangalore boy talking.
No, it's not, no, please.
You know,
it's not about Bangalore boy. No, definitely not.
Now Kiran is trolling you.
The only reason is, let's be serious here. The only reason is, well, I think, you know, it is important for the team management to also see what the bench strength can do exactly.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I think it is a great opportunity for them to give those opportunities to KL Rahul and Manish Pandey. And probably rest one of the fast bowler, that is probably, I would say, Bumrah. Because Bhuvneshwar Kumar has not played much. He is coming out of an injury. He didn't go to England at all. So I think he's getting into rhythm, getting into form. So just keep that form going, keep the rhythm going for some more time. He's rested well. So in that sense, bring either a Khalil or a Siddharth Kaul. And why I don't want to rest Shikhar is because of the form. And you know, you don't want somebody who is in extremely good form to be rested and again come back and try and find form, isn't it? So which we don't want that to happen. So this partnership between these two have been very good. But at the same time, we shouldn't be taking Afghanistan lightly as well at the same time.
But Venki, the converse is also true, because there is a line of thought which says, and I've heard others saying that yes, you should carry good form with you into every match, and you should not be benched. But the fact is that we've qualified. The factors which we are looking at, we have qualified.
Yeah.
All these guys, including primarily Shikhar Dhawan, have come from a very long and back-breaking and rather disappointing England tour. Completely different conditions, extremely hot. We are in the finals. Can put their feet up for one day, perhaps.
I think recovery is very important. Actually, that's what I feel. And they have played long inning. It's not easy, and they're fielding. They're long inning.
Venki doesn't seem to agree. Yeah. Of a bowler continuously delivering those Yorkers at their depth, match after match.
Well, look, first of all, it's practice. Okay, perfect practice makes man perfect. So obviously, if you have to deliver those Yorkers consistently, I think you need to be practicing, every day, and that's when you can really and every day you got to practice under pressure. That is what perfect practice is all about, right? At times, what happens is in a net session, there's not much of pressure. It's a net session. So even if you see a lot of bowlers, they tend to bowl, well outside the crease. I mean, that is not how you're going to deliver in the match, right? So you got to practice perfectly, and it takes a lot of time. It becomes a habit. You need to make it a habit. Okay, practicing those variations under pressure in the net sessions. That's when you can deliver it there in the match, and it takes a lot of effort. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, nothing comes easy.
Right.
Yeah, whether it's change of pace or whether it is whether it is Yorker or anything, even consistent lines and lengths, what Bhuvaneshwar Kumar has been doing.
Right.
Nothing comes easy. You have to practice. And in fact, I would like to say this. Once I sort of started trying those back of hand change of pace. And the first time, or the first few times when I bowled, it just went over the net. Over the net. It didn't even land on the pitch. It just went over the net. So it takes continuous practice. Absolutely. Lot of effort, lot of practice, and a conscious sort of an effort.
But I want to ask you one question, like the far bouncer and the Yorker, how much toll it takes on your body, shoulder, which part, has been used quite a lot, because you have to hit the ball, you have to bowl Yorker. So I think there is, there's a lot of strength needed actually.
Look, fast
it's not just you can release the ball. It's
no. One thing in fast bowling, or for that matter bowling, whether it's fast bowling or spin bowling, you cannot just leave the ball. You got to bowl.
I'm talking
the
about
ball.
the fast bowler. Just leave apart the spinners, but the fast bowlers bowling Yorkers and the bouncer. कितनी ताकत लगती है?
It's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot of effort. There's no doubt about it. Because you have to, one is you have to.
काफी youngsters देखते होगे मैं ये प्रोग्राम अपना, तो उनको बताना चाहिए भाई किस पे मेहनत करना चाहिए आपको, स्ट्रेंथ पे, शोल्डर पे, बैक पे.
No, you have to run hard. Look, you have to run. It does take. It does take a toll on your body. Fast bowling itself on the whole. There's a lot of injuries only because, it's fast bowling, it's hard work, and you got to run in hard. And at the time of delivery, when your back foot lands, let me tell you, there is 8 times your body weight that falls.
That's what I wanted to ask. That's a very good.
That falls on your back foot.
Very good point. What we wanted to know.
And when the front foot, when you really bring down your front foot at the time of delivery, it's 10 times your body weight that falls on your legs, and that ricochets after. It has to absorb, right? When you hit that leg onto the ground, it comes back to you through your ankle and your knee and back. So
precisely the reason I asked you the question, because for all of our friends who are watching these nuggets of information from these cricketers who are veterans of many battles, not only against Pakistan but against the best in the world, these are things which every young cricketer yearns to listen and learn to and educate themselves.
That's why if you go to Wagah border, those guys, they hit their heels, they've been rested next day, that. They get break for 40 hours. After that parade, it's that impact, what he's talking about, that when you're hitting, it's a 10 times more.
But visually seeing, it seems as if the Indian bowlers now are following a script so smoothly.
सबसे tough है cricket में है, जो सबसे difficult जो part है cricket में is fast bowling. Fast bowling, not the seam bowling. आप जाके डूडू डालते हो, वैसा नहीं. Genuine fast bowler, जैसे ये लोग थे सब, काफी तीखे fast bowler, भाग के जाना है, आपको sprint करना है, और हर ओवर में 6 बॉल ऐसा डालना है, तो आपको टाइम भी नहीं मिलता है. कंडीशन ऐसी गर्म होती है. आज शारजा में, दुबई में मैचेस खेल रहे हैं 43 डिग्री 44 डिग्री में, यू आर स्वेटिंग सो मच, सो इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट पार्ट ऑफ क्रिकेट. जो क्रिकेट में सबसे डिफिकल्ट है फास्ट बॉलिंग.
बिल्कुल, और तभी हम कह सकते हैं क्या हाल हो रहा होगा हमारे बॉलर्स का. स्टिल दे आर ऑल क्रेडिट्स टू देम एज द ओपनिंग पेसर जस्ट स्टिफल्स द टॉप ऑर्डर एंड देन chipping away and just breaking the middle order.
When you're in good form and good rhythm, you start enjoying it. Right, so we talk about impact, we talk about injuries, but then they don't really at that point of time when you're really enjoying the bowling, running in and bowling wherever you want to. So then you don't really think of the injuries and when the team is winning, I mean it's great.
It looks very easy on TV. It looks very easy possibly to see the Indians, Indian players or any team which is performing well, that they perform day in and day out. But let's not forget it. It might be, you might call it sport, but it's not an easy thing. They do it day in and day out. It takes a huge amount of toll on their bodies. But coming back to the game now. Yes, the bowling strength India has been fantastic. Possibly we could see some changes as far as our pace bowling department is concerned for this particular game. On the other hand, it could be a striking contest between, I would say, two of the most consistent batting units in this tournament. Afghanistan has consistently made 250 plus. India, of course, we all know. But looking at Afghanistan, what do they intend to take away from this game?
I think if they win, I think it will be fantastic for them, तो कोशिश करेंगे जीतने का हो, क्योंकि they have played cricket very hard in this Asia Cup. They showed that we are there and we are going to be there for a long time. Because जब आपके पास bowling अच्छी होती है ना, तभी आप मैचेस बहुत जीत सकते हो. और इनके पास जो बॉलर्स है बड़े लंबे रेस के हैं, सब यंग है, मुजीब इज 19, they say 17 or 19. हमारे रशीद खान जी हमारे 21 साल के ही है अभी, तो आई थिंक 10 साल और क्रिकेट खेलेंगे, सबको परेशान करेंगे ये दोनों। और उनके पास और 2-3 स्पिनर्स है, उनके पास अच्छे फास्ट बॉलर है। बल्लेबाजी पे आई एम वेरी इंप्रेस्ड इन दिस एशिया कप, वे दे बैटेड, Shahidi has got 239 runs in this Asia Cup. He's the second highest run or third highest run getter after Rohit Sharma. So I think they are there, and they are showing the class they have. और मैं चाहता हूँ आज की मैच को कोशिश करे, जीते मैच। और देखो जब एक कंट्री आती है ना क्रिकेट में ऊपर तो अच्छा लगता है। आई ऑलवेज फील गुड बिकॉज क्रिकेट बहुत कम कंट्री ऊपर आ रही है। देखो जिम्बाब्वे हैज गॉन डाउन, श्रीलंका हैज गॉन डाउन वेरी बैडली, केनिया इज नॉट बीन सीन। सो आई थिंक ऐसे जो हांगकांग और अफगानिस्तान ने जो करके दिखाया है तो अच्छा लग रहा है। आयरलैंड जो ऊपर आई है टीम में टेस्ट मैच स्टेटस में, तो अच्छा लगता है। जितनी ज्यादा कंट्री आएगी, मैं चाहता हूँ 20 टेस्ट cricketing.
That will take a long time, Kiran.
That we have to do. He has to do a lot of work. I have to do a lot of work. You have to talk to us a lot.
और तभी कह सकते हैं they might not win the tournament, but they will surely win the hearts of thousands and thousands.
They already won. They are जीत लिया, उन्होंने दिल जीत लिया सबका। मेरा दिल तो डेफिनेटली जीत लिया उन्होंने।
Venki, looking at Afghanistan's bowling options, it was something new as far as world cricket is concerned, that they have gone into this tournament virtually in every match with 3 spinners. And that's something which we've not really seen till we saw Ravindra Jadeja join forces with Chahal and Kuldeep. That is Afghanistan's strength. 3 spinners, terrific variations, very good strike rate, and they can pick wickets at random. That is something they will also look to, give one go against India, because the Indian batsmen are supposedly the best players of spin bowling.
Yeah, so yes, Afghanistan team for sure they depend a lot on their spinners in the bowling department with Rashid Khan and Mujib or Rahman Zadran, Mujib Zadran. So so they're really good, of course. There's something completely different because we don't know what's coming out of Rashid Khan or Mujib when they deliver the ball, whether it's going to be a leg spinner or it's going to be an wrong one.
Yeah.
So they might test the Indian batsmen, and also what has happened is the pitch has suited the spinners here.
Yeah.
In the subcontinent, and especially in the UAE conditions are conducive for spinners. So in that sense, I think they're able to exert the pressure on the batsmen and also get those crucial breakthroughs for Afghanistan team. We got to wait and see, how they're going to perform against the Indians. But then after these 2 bowlers, who do they have? I don't think they can make much of a dent into the Indian, Indian batting, because with the Indian team they've not been tested. Every other team here in this Asia Cup has played below the standard that they have set. So in that sense, we have not been tested at all. Our batsmen, not the bowlers. It's not that our bowlers, again, I'm just touching on the Indian bowling here. It's not that our bowlers have bowled against, someone like a Jaisuryas or a Adam Gilchrist or a Ricky Pontings or a A.B. de Villiers and so on and so forth. So in that sense, we have not been
or tested. A Javed Miandar for that matter.
Fair enough. Absolutely, isn't it? So in that sense, I think, and even for that matter, even the other opposition bowlers, they have not really tested our batting as it.
Right. मतलब can we say they are the pushovers? Will they allow the opponents and the rivals to easily break free and just come out of the clutches?
नहीं, देखो ऐसा नहीं है। आपको अच्छा क्रिकेट खेलना पड़ेगा और उनके पास भी अच्छी गेंदबाजी है, इंडियन टीम के पास ही है। इंडियन टीम इज ग्रेट फॉर्म, जो फॉर्म में टीम होती है, कुछ भी करता है, कोई भी आके करता है तो आई थिंक अच्छा ही दिखता है, अच्छा ही होता है। तो आई थिंक एक ड्रेसिंग रूम का माहौल जो आप बताते हैं, ग्रीन रूम का माहौल, वो हमेशा अच्छा हो जाता है। आप जीतते हैं तभी, सो व्हेन यू वॉन द फर्स्ट मैच अगेंस्ट पाकिस्तान, आई थिंक वहां से ही फर्क पड़ गया। हांगकांग वाला मैच तकलीफ वाला था, अच्छा हुआ था, वेकअप कॉल मिला सबको। सो नेक्स्ट डे व्हेन दे प्लेड अगेंस्ट पाकिस्तान, दे वर ऑल चार्ज्ड अप, और पाकिस्तान के बाद जीतने के बाद तो आई थिंक माहौल अच्छा ही बन जाता है। बस में भी कोई गाना गाता है, मस्ती करता है, ड्रेसिंग रूम में आप रूम में जाते हो, अब इकट्ठा होते हो, किसी का बर्थडे आ जाता है, तो इट्स फन, इट्स जब हारते हो then it's a problem, that's where the selector भी सोचते हैं किसको चेंज करो, कप्तान भी सोचता है मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, और कोच भी हमेशा कि क्या करना चाहिए टीम को, नेक्स्ट मैच कैसे खेलेंगे, प्लानिंग थोड़ी सी इधर उधर हो जाती है। जब आप जीतते हो तभी सेट टीम चलती रहती है और माहौल एक अच्छा बन जाता है।
Now coming back to India's middle order, because there were questions which were supposed to have been answered, but unfortunately, I would say, or fortunately, Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma, the way they have batted, there's not much an opportunity the middle order even got to impose themselves or show how good or bad they are, whether they were suited, and which also meant, because staying with the winning combination, we were not being able to try out much. But now, looking at this particular games which we've seen, Ambati Rayudu batting at 3, Dinesh Karthik or Mahendra Singh Dhoni at 4. So does it mean that it has pushed Rahul out of contention or a little back to, in the queue as far as the number 3 or number 4 slot is concerned? Because he's not got a hit, and if he gets a hit today, possibly it will be as an opener, not as 3 or 4. Does it push him back?
Well, I mean, see, look, that was the best 11 that the team management must have thought for the you know, whatever games that we have played so far. So there's no any disrespect to any particular player. It's just that he's not suited in that position. So probably I think this is a game where the team management can try out these two. And this is where I feel, since you're bringing in 2 new batsmen, suppose if they get both Rahul and Manish Pandey at number 3 and 4, makes sense to keep those openers going, because the openers have really you know, given a fantastic start for the Indian team. And I would still go with what Kiran said in terms of getting or resting MS Dhoni and having Dinesh Karthik there to keep the wickets. So I think that's what they would be probably looking to do. But having said that, there might be a bit of a change in strategy for the Indian team if they get to win the toss. They've seen both the games that they've chased, and so maybe they would look to bat first, actually, in this case.
We've heard about the strategies, we've heard about the possible team combination, but one wonders whether, when Hardik Pandya was injured and flown back to India, Deepak Chahar was named as his replacement. Will he possibly get a look in? One doesn't know, but don't worry. It's just a short break. When we come back, we'll have news about the toss, the pitch report, and of course, Venki, Kiran and Shikha with all that's coming up in this testy game, India versus Afghanistan. Take it away.
दूरदर्शन, एक चैनल, एक भरोसा, एक उम्मीद। 15 सितंबर 1959 से शुरू हुए दूरदर्शन के इस सफर ने डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म पर दर्शकों को बेहतर क्वालिटी देने की ओर कदम बढ़ा दिए हैं। अब आप अपने मोबाइल, टैबलेट, कंप्यूटर, कार और टीवी सेट्स पर DVB T2 स्टैंडर्ड के माध्यम से दूरदर्शन के चैनलों का लुत्फ डिजिटल क्वालिटी में ले सकते हैं। एनालॉग से डिजिटल हो रहे जमाने में दूरदर्शन बेहतर गुणवत्ता वाली तकनीक DVB T2 का इस्तेमाल कर रहा है। इसका मुख्य मकसद बेहतर ऑडियो वीडियो क्वालिटी दर्शकों तक पहुंचाना है। DVB T2 के जरिए इस समय दूरदर्शन के 5 चैनलों का प्रसारण किया जा रहा है, जिसमें DD नेशनल, DD न्यूज, DD भारती, DD स्पोर्ट्स और DD किसान या क्षेत्रीय चैनल शामिल हैं। स्मार्टफोन और टैबलेट की बढ़ती लोकप्रियता के बीच एक्सटर्नल डोंगल DG दर्शन के माध्यम से आप इन चैनलों का मजा अपने मोबाइल या टैबलेट पर ले सकते हैं। अगर आप कार में सफर कर रहे हैं और चाहते हैं कि यात्रा के दौरान भी दूरदर्शन के कार्यक्रम मिस न हो, तो एक्टिव एंटेना और सूटेबल रिसीवर के माध्यम से गाड़ी में भी देख सकते हैं मनपसंद चैनल। DVB T2 वाईफाई रूटर के सहारे भी ये चैनल्स देखे जा सकते हैं। अच्छी बात यह है कि इसमें कोई इंटरनेट डेटा खर्च नहीं होता, यानी एक बार डोंगल या रूटर खरीदने के बाद मनोरंजन बिल्कुल फ्री। डोंगल, टीवी ट्यूनर और राउटर मार्केट में ऑनलाइन आसानी से उपलब्ध हैं। देश के 19 शहरों में ये सुविधा दर्शकों तक पहुंच रही है, जिसमें दिल्ली, लखनऊ, जालंधर, मुंबई, अहमदाबाद, भोपाल, रायपुर, इंदौर, औरंगाबाद, कोलकाता, पटना, रांची, गुवाहाटी, कटक, बेंगलुरु, चेन्नई, श्रीनगर, हैदराबाद और त्रिवेंद्रम शामिल हैं। कुछ फीचर्स ऐसे हैं जिससे एंटरटेनमेंट का मजा और भी बढ़ जाता है। तो बदलते जमाने में बनिए स्मार्ट, चाहे घर हो या बाहर। लीजिए दूरदर्शन के डिजिटल चैनलों का मजा अपने मनपसंद इक्विपमेंट पर। ज्यादा जानकारी के लिए हमारी वेबसाइट ddindia.gov.in पर लॉगिन करें।
very warm welcome. You're watching Fourth Empire with me, Sanjeev, Kiran and Venki. Kiran, we are talking about a period in the cricketing world when everybody is debating about the big bats and the place at pitches and the weather condition, and these Indian batsmen are making records for fun.
They are batting really well. बहुत मेहनत करते हैं बल्लेबाज और ये नेट्स में जब प्रैक्टिस करते हो आप तो नई नई हरकतें आप करते रहते हो, सीखते हो नई नई चीजें और इतना आसान नहीं होता है। देखो इस कंडीशन में जाके शतक बना रहे और 200 रन की साझेदारी बनाई, 200 रन की एक रिकॉर्ड ब्रेक किया इंडिया का जो गौतम गंभीर और सहवाग का था 201 रन का। तो आई थिंक फैंटास्टिक वैसे रोहित और शेखर धवन दोनों, शेखर धवन के रन टेस्ट मैच में नहीं हुए और यहाँ आकर उन्होंने शतक, 2 शतक दोहरे शतक बनाए, उन्होंने 2 शतक बनाए और रोहित शर्मा ने शतक बनाया और दोनों शेखर इज 300 प्लस रन एंड वे इज बैटेड एंड रोहित शर्मा। तो ये लोग बहुत मेहनत करते हैं बल्लेबाजी के लिए। तो आई थिंक और एक्सपीरियंस भी है, कितने सालों से खेल रहे हैं। तो आई थिंक जब पीक पे आते हो, वर्ल्ड कप का टाइम आता है तभी
Kiran, look at this points table of at this stage in the Super Fours. Kisne socha hoga Afghanistan would have been in the bottom. They qualified for the stage with the best net run rate in their group. 2 heartbreaking losses, very close games, tight games, possibly lack of experience costing them. And well, they're out of the tournament, but they will be out to prove a point or two, Venki, because of late they've been playing very, very well, and they have it in them to surprise teams, and possibly India has to be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, I don't know whether I have to, I should say that the India should look out for them or not. But the point is, yes, they played some very good, matches in this tournament. They won against big teams, in this tournament against Sri Lanka and Bangladesh and so on. They need to take a lot of confidence from this tournament. Of course, winning those 2 matches, and also in the last 2 matches that has gone very close. They need to take a lot of confidence, going into the tournaments in future.
Right. So let's cut across live now to the venue and see how the pitch is expected to be in play today.
It's not so bad today, a little windy. Maybe we are getting acclimatized to the conditions, or it could be a simple reason. Maybe I'm getting a little too old and losing sense of balance. But anyways, let's talk a little bit about the pitch. Indians have played this pitch best of all the teams because they've managed the lengths properly with the ball. Now let's talk a little bit about Bumrah. So when Bumrah bowls with the new ball, he hits the shorter length 60% of the times. And the strike rate of the batsman has been around 33%. So he's used the new ball beautifully on a dead track. And then when he comes back for the later half of his bowling stint, which is the death overs, he goes fuller. He uses the fuller length, the Yorker length, takes the pitch out of the equation completely. And 70% of his deliveries are the Yorker lengths. So he picks up he's picked up 6 wickets and he's